On the news, a rare dime hidden for decades sells for over $500,000. An extraordinary.
You're okay, Johnny. You're okay, Johnny. It's to you.
Sucking my dick.
To be bread. I'm in the temple of Pan. And I know you can't be here in the physical, but I do invite you to be here in the spiritual. No. Light a candle or whatever you gotta do. So you will be here with me. I need to have a very good connection with you. Psychically. Blessed be. But hey, isn't that fun? In my hand, a picture of your bedroom. A diagram of your room, substrate, be connected with you. I'm in the temple of Pan. Light a candle or whatever you gotta do. So you will be here with me tonight.
The moon is full and the stars are aligned and the sky is an eerie black. It's the night of the biggest vampire on the hunt on the attack. He spreads his wings as he takes to the air like smoke from a roaring fire, salivating for a little slice of that sweet carnal desire. On your marks, get ready, set, go! 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 On your marks, get ready, set, go!
Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and the Pacific Northwest. This is a high time. This is a low time. This is TWO Stone. I'm Okay. Uh-oh.
There we go.
All right, we're live tonight. This is Two Stone, TWO Stoned, if you will. I am Johnny, and that's Marco.
That's me.
And we are live tonight. Live, you know?
Like always.
We don't mess around.
No, sir. It's 100% raw, always.
Plus, after Marco's been doing some editing lately, we're not going to be doing any editing anytime soon. Editing sucks.
I'll get some editing done. I'm doing some editing, don't you worry. But oh my god, it is such a pain in the ass to do. I had no fucking idea.
It's the absolute worst thing to do in broadcasting.
It really is.
And I
can understand why our mutual friend, the creator of the intro to the show, the first song of the show, I can understand why he does it for work, because holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, the only part of the show that looks professional, he did.
Exactly, yeah, he does it professionally, and I can tell. I'm doing it with free fucking software, and it looks like garbage compared to what he does.
I know, and I get started. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start editing shows together and releasing them on YouTube, and then I get about, I don't know, an hour into it. I got 45 seconds worth of material now. It's just so much. So, I mean, I like my listeners to self-edit. If we're talking about something you don't like, you just fast forward a little bit, and eventually we'll get to something you like.
Or if you're stoned, you can just zone out for another 20 minutes. We have that superpower. We can do that.
Absolutely. And I'm super, super jazzed today.
Yeah?
My local dispensary finally got in the great Grape Ape. A 2000s, early 2000s stranglehold of the marijuana business. I grew Grape Ape when I was growing. And finally today I got some Grape Ape.
Is it like you remembered?
Not even close.
Yeah, I was going to guess that, yeah.
Because I remember when I was growing it, we were at about 18, 19%. This is at 29% THC. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they did to it. It's just not the same. But I'm still high. I mean, it's not like it's bad.
Yeah, like that's really kind of how weed is a lot like pizza. When it's great, but when it's bad, it's still pretty okay.
And it actually might be better, but technically, I just was expecting a certain high tonight that I'm not getting. But I'm pretty fucked up. I'm really fucked up.
Good. You're perfect level for the show then.
See, the Grape Ape used to be a good creeper weed. So you get a little bit high, and then as the night would go on, you'd be like, which is perfect for our show. Because we go until we're too stoned and can't go no more. This show could last 8 minutes. It could last 8 hours. We don't know.
We don't know. It's usually a roll of the dice, in the heart of the cards, if you will.
So, yeah, I'm all jacked up on Grape Ape. I smoked a whole pre-roll before we went on. Going,
nice.
This ain't shit. And then as the Temple of Pan was rolling, I'm like, this is starting to become something.
Oh, there it is.
And, I noticed something. We've been playing this intro for almost a year before this. I didn't notice that there was another man that told another man, I have a picture of your bedroom.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, I literally never noticed that until we had him on the show and we talked about it. And then I heard it again. And I was like, I'll be fucking damned. He literally was talking about it.
It's just, I don't like getting mixed up with crazies, you know?
I know. That story actually was fucking wild.
And, Jesus. And there's people out there like that. And everybody thinks that we're like that because we do a stoner show.
Yeah, exactly. But no, that dude's fucking wild. And not in like the crazy party way either. I mean like in a crazy southern way. Like that dude's nuts. And I mean that with all due respect.
And I run into people all the time, and usually within about 37 seconds, I'm like, this guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, shit, this guy doesn't have any teeth. Fuck me. I don't care how cool you are. If you're missing some teeth, I ain't hanging with you.
Why, does it really bug you that much?
Well, you just know it's not a high-quality individual.
You don't know that. You might have a condition. You don't know.
That's fine. I don't care. But Amazon, you can buy fake teeth for like $8.
Yeah, you can't at least put some plastic chompers in there.
Yeah, I mean, you can go to the goddamn Halloween store and just file the fangs down, for fuck's sakes.
Tis the season.
I remember I dated a chick, not dated, but was with a chick one night, and I went in to use the bathroom, and she went from a 10 to a 4 just by taking those teeth out.
Oh.
She went from a hot supermodel to like an Appalachian trail lady. Just by the teeth.
Oh, God. That's, But the real question is, did that deter you to not fuck her?
No, not at all. No.
Yeah, I figured not.
No, it's like pizza. If you got a pizza at home, you're going to eat it.
Again with a fucking pizza analogy.
At least take a bite.
Yeah, at least try it, right?
But that was scary. I mean, things are scary right now. It is Halloween time.
It is. It is indeed.
So this year, I'm excited because I'm going to get a costume.
Really? All right. I'm going to take a guess as to what your costume's going to be. You're going to be mixed race Bob Marley.
That's not bad. Half black, half white Bob Marley.
Yeah. You could probably pull it off. I think you're taller than him, but I think you're built like him, right?
Yeah, I just have to carry around my father's picture and birth certificate to show that right, I'm allowed to wear half blackface.
Yeah. Yeah, that probably wouldn't fly. Actually, now that I think about it, my bad.
I don't care. I mean, black people don't care about the shit you think we care about. Well, I've never met one person in my family on my black side of the family that was ever like, "Hey, they put some blackface on that motherfucker. Oh, it made us angry." We don't care. There isn't one Indian that sat at his reservation and went, "They need to change that redskin name."
Exactly. Yes, that's a good example. Yes. So, what is your costume that you have in mind?
I think I'm going to go as La Parka.
La Parka?
Yep. Maybe I'll put it up here. I could do that now.
Oh yeah, we have the technology.
He's a luchador.
Okay, I can't say I'm familiar. So you're basically just going around as a famous luchador?
La Parka, the greatest luchador of all time. Let me see here. How do we do this? How do we use this technology, Marco? We have it. How do we use it?
We have the technology. What does it do? Well,
and how does it work?
Where's the hamster in the hamster wheel on this thing?
I think we got it. This might do it. Kablammy, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. It's not working.
Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no.
But yeah, I'm going to go. Why is it doing that? We have internet, right? Correct? It's starting to get on my nerves. All right.
I'm trying to actually use you.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the technology that you said you had, and it's not working. And all the broadcasters like, "You're doing a simple share screen, you fucking illegitimate producer." Are we? Did we get it? Maybe.
Yep, there we go.
There we go. Yeah, La Parka.
Okay, yeah, that looks pretty sick. He's the Undertaker, but luchador version.
Yes, I ordered the skull leotard today. I hope it fits.
Okay, yeah, well that's a pretty easy get up.
The other thing I got to get though is something for the crotch region. You know what I mean?
And it looks like he had long hair at one point.
So he's got the long, but apparently he was kind of chubby.
Yeah, I was gonna say, God damn.
That must be later La Parka.
It reminds me of have you seen that picture that goes around of like when people say that like I'm not fat, I'm just big boned, and then someone made like what a big boned skeleton would actually look like? That's what that looks like.
I'm big boned.
Yeah.
I think it's funny I'm trying to move the mouse on the TV monitor, not on the actual computer.
Dual purpose.
I didn't know he was dead.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
La Parka's dead.
Well, someone's gonna pour one out for him on Dia de los Muertos, I'm sure.
His real name is Jesus Alfonso Hirata.
Okay, hang on, Johnny. Let me give it a try. His name is Jesus Alfonso Huerta Escoboza.
54, 20. Oh, I didn't know La Parka's dead. Rest in peace, La Parka. So I'm going to go as a tribute to La Parka. I got the mask, and it is badass.
You gotta put like black face paint on your eyes to like really look like a corpse. Like put some corpse paint on under the mask.
Oh yeah, I'm doing the lips, the eyes, everything black.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna be my Halloween costume this year. What's yours?
Elmer Fudd, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be hunting Wendigos.
That's right. I forgot about the Wendigo hunting. Now tell the audience, what exactly is a Wendigo?
Do you seriously not know what a Wendigo is?
Oh, I know what a Wendigo is. I just want you to people listening don't understand what it is. And I just want to shout out Pause Reality. He's watching on TV right now currently. Thank you for being here.
We're on the big screen. Awesome.
Yeah, we're currently running on 2 different networks live. That's crazy.
This technology is amazing.
I'm a television star. We're both television stars now.
Yeah, technically we can say that. Pause is proof of that.
Our show goes to everybody around the world. We want to thank all 10 of you for checking in on our YouTube channel.
All 10 of you that are on every corner of the world, I'm sure.
Oh my God, the YouTube channel is so funny. And now it's just getting to the point where it's comical.
It really is. It's just a it's just a never-ending bottomless pit of disappointment.
And every week I'm like, all right, this week I'm going to figure out how to promote, get this YouTube channel going. And it's Monday again, or it's Tuesday again.
Yeah. I feel you, man. I feel you. Well,
and
again,
every time we don't get the over 18, we get lower listeners.
I know. That's what's so strange about it. I really don't understand how the algorithm works, and it's not just me being stoned right now.
So let me fix that real quick. Fuck, cunt, piss, fag. There we go.
There we go. All right. Now we can officially test it tomorrow and see how good it is.
Now back to the Wendigos.
Yes. Can you pull up the picture or the GIF of the pumpkins again? Make it spooky.
Oh yes, there we go.
So a Wendigo actually comes from Native American folklore. That is basically like a demon spirit of greed and gluttony. And what it does is that it basically lives throughout the world, invisible to our sight. But if someone is particularly greedy, or if you partake in cannibalism, then you run the risk of being possessed by the Wendigo spirit and you become a Wendigo. And basically what happens is that your body just continues to grow and grow and grow, and you continue to hunger for more and more and more meat. And the more you eat, the bigger you grow. And the bigger you grow, the more you hunger.
Ooh.
So, and yeah, some of them are, there we go. And some of them are depicted with like antler, like fucking deer skulls and shit. Like, there's some really fucking awesome depictions of Wendigos. There's actually a video game, a horror game called Until Dawn. They made a movie about it actually fairly recently. That's where Wendigos actually plays a role in the story.
That is creepy.
Yeah, dude. So if you become possessed by a Wendigo spirit, you become this thing over time. And you can even look this up. There are people that literally went to prison for murder because they claimed to be Wendigo hunters and said that a man was possessed by a Wendigo spirit.
So I mean, you'd have to be possessed for a long time before the antlers grew, right? Oh,
Yeah,
there we go. There's a pre-antlered Wendigo.
Yeah. Pre-antlers, you just look like a very lanky, tall, pale, distorted human. But then, yeah, you eventually become this demon creature.
So you're saying if Marilyn Manson was going through your woods, you would just shoot him, not ask questions?
Are you telling me you wouldn't?
Yeah, if Marilyn Manson was gone on my property, I'd have some questions. Yeah,
like one thing that I've said before is I'm sure you've seen The Thing. Yes, the movie The Thing.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you know, there's that scene where the dog, that's obviously that's the thing, as the dog form runs up to the protagonist, and those Swedish guys are yelling at him, but he doesn't speak Swedish. And then later on in the movie, the dog makes that fucking ungodly fucking screeching noise or whatever the fuck it was. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I brought this up to people before, and I'm just like, I don't know, like, you could call me fucking, like, you can call me crazy, or you can say I'm lying, or whatever. If I was in that scenario and I saw this dog and these guys were chasing after it, I would be like, okay, that's kind of weird, but I guess I have a dog now. And then the dog makes that fucking noise. I'm shooting it.
Yeah, you don't want a Wendigo dog.
Yeah, I'm just like, I know dogs. I have never seen or heard of a dog that has made that fucking noise. That is not a fucking dog. I need to kill this thing. You know what I mean?
Now, look at this one. One with the nose. Looks like Elf.
Kind of does, yeah.
Oh, the one on the bottom, though. This dude with the... That looks like me.
Actually, I think there's a horror movie called I think it's called Antlers or Antler or something like that where a Wendigo spirit, like it I think it revolves around a cult that tries to summon a Wendigo spirit.
And I asked this question once again.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you have time? Wendigo cults.
Right?
Oh my God. So you're just going to be in your Elberfud shooting antlered Wendigos. Now, what happens if it's just a deer that got all hopped up on some mushrooms or something?
Well, if it's a deer, then I check to see if it's got ticks or if it's sick or whatever, and then if it's clean, then free meat.
You don't actually eat deer meat, would you?
Fuck no. Venison's fucking gross.
It really is horrible.
I would literally only eat it. Like, I've said this before, I am not a hunter. I don't like hunting. I prefer fishing. But if I absolutely had to, would I shoot Bambi? Well, if I don't shoot Bambi, it means I starve to death, then yeah, sorry. You know what I mean?
And I understand if it would feed your family. But what happens is you go out and you shoot the deer. And then you got to take it to a butcher because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I mean,
And then
it's not fucking rocket science.
And pretty much the only thing that really gets eaten is the sausage that they make because they put so much spices in there. It doesn't taste like venison.
Yeah, because venison's fucking gross. I've had venison stew. I've had venison steak. Like, I've had literally venison sausage is the only way I can eat venison. And like you said, it's packed full of herbs and fat and all this other shit.
And I sat down and I did the math with the guy.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do the math. Shooting a deer. All right, you get 80 pounds of meat whatsoever, right? I would say probably 65 of the pounds gets thrown away or sticks in a freezer for 5 years. And I go, you can go to the store and get 12 bratwursts for a quarter of the price, and they actually taste good.
Well, yes, but there's also, I've heard hunters say that they make the argument of that they are helping control the deer population, which is true.
Well, it's fine. Just shit them and burn them. Fucking. I hate going to people's houses and eating, and then you're like, God, this meat tastes weird. I'm just trying to be like, what do you think of the meat? And you're like, oh, it's great. And you're like, yeah, I shot it last summer. And you're like, great. Thanks for tricking me into eating your shitty meat.
Yeah, man, it's not it's an acquired taste. It's an acquired taste for sure. But again, if you live like that, like if I'm sure that if I really fucking wanted to, I'm sure I could live off of venison and growing my own food if I really fucking wanted to. Do I have to? No.
No, I will if I have to. Exactly.
Yes.
That is exactly how we should look at this. Hunting meat. Now, I understand if you live in the woods, you know, and there's deers doing whatever, and you actually know how to actually butcher your own meat.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Then 100%, yeah. But by the time you go rent a cabin, drive your truck 30 miles into the woods, sit out there all goddamn day, and then you got to drag them back, the gas and the tying them up in a truck, and then you got to drive them back and then butcher them up and slice them open in your garage, and it's just so much. It's like, can we just go to fucking McDonald's and go get high and watch some Scooby-Doo later? It just seems more fun to me.
See, again, that's why I like fishing, because all you do is you just sit on your ass, throw a string into the water, and all you do is you just drink beer and bullshit with your buddies. And if nothing happens, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, you'd be perfect with my ex-wife.
Don't say that.
No, I'm just saying, like, you're the kind of guy that she needs. Because I'm not saying that would ever happen. I'm just saying I had to go fishing with her. She's fishing like crazy. Like every day she goes fishing.
Yeah, I haven't gone fishing in a hot minute, but I do like it.
And I'm like, and I'm a pussy. I am a woman. She's the man, and I'm the woman.
Why? And what do you hate about fishing?
Well, number one, I don't like touching worms, or the other thing that squishy putting the minnows on the hooks. Oh, I can't stand it.
You fucking bitch.
And then when there's a fish on there, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? I got to act like I know what I'm doing. I'm a man, but I just finally just said, can you take it off for me? I'm not a man. I'm not. I can't fish.
Can't fish. You can't shoot.
And I would sit there and pray to God that I wouldn't catch any fish. And I would always catch more fish than her because I didn't want to catch any.
Exactly. You had the mentality of like, I'm gonna catch no fish. That's when you get fish. When you really want the fish, that's when the fish don't come.
Every time the bobber got down, it's like, fuck.
What am I doing right?
Now I gotta touch this horrible fish. Now, could I fish and eat fish if I had to? Yeah, absolutely. But I don't have to yet.
Yeah, you never. Actually, you said that you never liked seafood anyway, right?
No, I don't eat anything with fins or feathers.
See, maybe if you've had there was at one point where I went camping, and by camping I mean we went blue tarping with a family friend of ours, and you know what blue tarping is?
Yeah, you just put it like a tarp in the river and catch fish.
No, it means that everyone just brings a tarp and some twine or whatever, and whatever gear they need, and we just hopped on we rented out a spot to camp, and then our not uncle, but basically uncle, he said, get on the boat. We're going to go over to that fucking island that's out on the lake and camp there, which we weren't allowed to, but fuck it. And we just, with the resources that were on the island, like the twigs and the branches and shit, we had to build our own tents, and we lived out there surviving off of like mac and cheese and fish for like a week. And let me tell you, man, eating fresh fish that you caught and butchered yourself is so fucking good. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I can't do it. I think I told the story before. My grandpa had pigs, and then and then one morning we're eating bacon. And he goes, "Yeah, that's Fred." And I'm like, "Oh God!" And I started throwing up, and I'm like, "I don't know why. If somebody I know makes it, I don't like it." I could go to the store and buy bacon, no problem. But since I knew Bob the pig, I can't eat him.
Yeah, it reminds me of that fucking. Weirdly enough, it's a bit that I saw from Monsters Inc. But it's just a line where it's just like, "You're not supposed to name it. Once you name it, you start getting attached to it."
Yep.
You don't name the fucking animals that you're going to slaughter. That's just cruel.
And actually, I started naming insects in my house, or if there's a fly in my car.
You can't do that either.
I do that, so I don't get so upset. I'm like, all right, dude, you can hang out a little bit longer, but I'm opening the windows and you're getting out. All right? I'll let you hang out for a little bit. Now you got to go.
See, that's why you can't name them, because you give them a personality. And if you give them a personality, you humanize them, and you don't want to kill them. They're fucking insects.
Yeah, I remember... Can I Bert you? Can I give you a Bert Kreischer story sling in here?
Go for it, man.
I grew up on a lake up in Wisconsin, and we had a island too.
Okay.
That nobody went to because just you don't go there. And we're like, you know what? There's nobody there. Let's go fucking throw a party there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't realize that they were growing pot there.
Oh.
Then we're like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. There's a ton of pot here. It must just be natural. There was some guys growing pot there that owned the island. We didn't know that.
I mean, yeah, that seems like a good spot for it.
So we're partying, hanging out. About 2-3 in the morning, we start hearing these noises. We're like, what in the fuck is this? Talking about the Wendigos. What in the fuck is going on out here? And all of a sudden we heard these goats, and all of a sudden, like these 8 goats come running at us. They literally chased us off of the island into the lake. Rah! I'm like, what in the... Apparently the drug dealers had bought goats to keep the grass down and all that shit.
Yeah.
And they had gotten loose out of the pen in the middle of the night. Where in the fuck did the goats come from? The other side of the island.
You didn't even hear them?
We heard them, but we just thought they were at the farmer's place because there was a farm on the other north end of the lake.
Well, my money's on the farmers growing that pot.
And we just figured that the goats were on the farm, and they weren't on. We'd never seen anybody on the island ever.
Right. Well, turns out they only show up at night, and they're goats.
And there was a reason why nobody went there.
Yeah, because goats will fuck you up. That's no joke.
Oh, I've never been so scared and it's like, God, they seem to be getting closer. And they're like, dude, you're freaking out, man. I'm like, no, I think there's some fucking goats coming.
Oh, there was one time when I was a teenager when me and my brother helped a family friend of ours who had he had a farm where he had like cows, chickens, goats, all that shit. And we were helping deal with the goats and feeding the baby goats. And then the mama goat was very nice and was basically just watching us, making sure we weren't hurting the babies. The male goat, however, was not happy, and he was not having it at all. He had no idea who we were, and for some reason, he was messing with my brother the most. I guess it was because at the time he was like roughly the same size as him. Like if a goat stood up on its hind legs, like it's roughly the same size of him at the time. So one day my brother was just sick of this goat like constantly like bumping him and ramming into him, and he was just like, all right, motherfucker, let's go. And the fucking goat stood up on its hind legs ready to fucking bash him. And my brother and I saw him like execute like a perfect fucking right hook, like right on the fucking goat's head. Like he fucking pocketed it right on the jaw and like punched it away from him. And all the goat did was it just like landed, it just landed back on its all fours and it moved to the side and it just looked at him and then just walked away. and then I saw my brother just like, like wave his fist around, just like, God damn, what the hell? Like he really fucking hit that thing as hard as he could and the goat just shook it off.
Nobody understands how terrifying goats are.
Goats are so fucking stupid that they will kill you.
And remember, we all jumped in the lake, and we all get to the boat, the pontoon. Mm-hmm. We're all up on the pontoon, and we're all going, "Who's going to get the beer?" So we still had the beer, the weed, everything we brought was still there, and the goats are just sitting there staring at us. And and my buddy Mike is sitting there with an oar, keeping the goats from the front of the pontoon away. Get away!
You want to hear some more crazy shit about wild animals? So when I was in middle school, I used to hang out with the deaf kids, and one of them. He was from Hawaii. He was like a native Hawaiian. I believe he was Samoan. I remember correctly. But because he was native, he had to undergo the rite of passage, as it were, when you become a man. You know, they didn't give a fuck that he was deaf. They were like, you're a part of this too. And so what happens is that all of the aspiring boys are basically stripped to nothing but shorts and a long, like a machete or a bayonet, like a long kind of knife or a sword weapon, basically. Yep. And they are tasked to work as a group and to go and hunt a boar and bring it back. And once they do, then they have achieved their rite of passage and they are considered a man in terms of the tribe. And now that sounds fucking crazy to begin with. And then he tells me, well, originally back in the day, like in the ancient times of the native tribes, it used to be that they would strip you naked, and they made it so that everyone had to come back with one themselves. So it was either you were strong enough to take down a boar yourself or you would die.
Have you seen a wild boar?
Not in person, but yes.
They are vicious. They are fast.
Yes.
I mean, those were real men. The natives.
And yeah. So at least at this point, they didn't strip them naked and they forced them to work as a team. So yeah, at least there was that. So because I asked him, like, because he was deaf, I was like, so what was your job then if you were deaf? And his job was to climb up a tree and be lookout. And if he noticed that there was some rustling in the bushes, then he would point and tell them, like, I see something over there. And then they would all swarm over there. And if it runs away, then he just watches where it goes and he tells them where to go, you know?
Yeah.
And so he said, I remember climbing up the tree and looking around, and I see rustling in the bushes, and I point in the direction and I say, over there. And I see more rustling as I watch these other teenage boys just run over in that direction. And then I sit there and I wait, and basically his other job was that if the boar ran under him, then he was to jump on top of the boar and slit its throat. That was also his job, is that if the boar just so happened to run past him, he had to kill it. And,
I just pictured myself there in the tree going, oh, too bad he got away.
Exactly, yeah. He was like, dude, that is nuts. So then he says, like, I saw rustling in the tall grass again eventually, and I see it coming towards me. And as it was coming towards me, I see these teenage boys just flying through the air, one after the other, just woo, woo, woo. The boar was just fucking tearing ass through the tall grass and just throwing them into the air like it was nothing. Like,
yeah, I mean, those could weigh up to a couple 100 pounds.
Yeah. That shit was fucking... The boars are no fucking joke, especially in Texas. They're a real big fucking problem down in Texas. But yeah, I can only imagine how bad they get in tropical locations like that.
One thing I want to ask.
Uh-huh.
Why are Native Americans so keen on reliving the past over and over again? With the powwows and the spirit and the long hair and the continuing suffering and reservations, and it's just they doing the same thing over and over again. You know, I am I guess German, Irish, sub-Saharan.
Sure.
And never once do I put on the African garb and play a djembe. You know what I mean? I pretty much let it all go. Why can't certain groups of people move on from their culture? You know what I mean? It's weird.
Well,
a lot of people have.
Yeah, a lot of people have, especially in the Native American culture, mostly in the younger generations for sure. They don't really seem to care about their traditions and their old cultures, which is, it's kind of sad. Like that, I say that just as I'm a bit of a history buff, and Native American history is American history. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it is kind of sad to see these people just slowly degrade away to the state that they are now. And people can say what they want about the wrongs and atrocities that America has committed against certain countries or certain races of people, but the Native Americans were a race of people that we have fucked over from day one. And they have fought us for literally over, like, almost 200 years until they finally broke down and we put them on reservations. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I understand. I mean, we slaughtered 11 million of them.
Yes.
You know, who is the Hitler then? You know what I mean? We have a Hitler that executed that many people, or a group of Hitlers.
Yeah.
You know, you keep hearing about my relatives bitching about the slavery. Well, at least they didn't kill us. You know, you got to be grateful.
Yeah, because like that is one thing I do like to bring up, is that, again, say what you want about slavery, but if it didn't exist, then a lot of people that would probably A, not exist, or B, would be in Africa right now. You know what I mean?
And I guess let's get to the Africa thing real quick.
What about it?
It's 2025.
Yes.
There are people in this world. I just realized this today by watching Mr. Beast, about all people,
God damn.
that don't have fucking water. Water.
Dude, this is fucking old news. What are you talking about?
I know, but I've never seen it. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. I got up the other day and bitched because my Coke wasn't cold enough yet. Okay? I was upset about that.
Yeah, because you have first world problems.
And today, these kids wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning before school, walk 3 miles, literally up a mountain.
Yeah.
Down a mountain, 3 miles, while carrying 80 pounds of water. These are 8 to 14-year-old kids carrying water for miles every day. Just to basically have something to boil soup in. And it's all full of parasites, and everybody's dying over there.
Yeah, because you have to boil the water in order to make sure that it's pure. And if you don't boil it long enough, then it could fucking kill you.
These people don't have a shower. They don't have a toilet.
What the fuck did you think was going on in Africa, man?
But how? How is this still a thing? I mean, how do people have trillions of dollars in the banks? What are we doing? I'm not trying to be Mr. Hippy Dippy, but you can't even drill a simple well.
Well, there's didn't mean to make a pun there, but I forgot who it was, but I think it was I think it was Henry Rollins. I might be wrong about that, but it was some musician. He chipped in $1 million of his own money to install a water pump into a certain, in this certain African tribe, because it was the same situation where they had to walk like fucking 5 miles or some shit just to go get water. So he shelled out a bunch of his own money just to install a pump for these people. And so, of course, they're like, wow, this is amazing. Like, this will help us so much. Well, within a month of that pump getting installed, it turns out that other neighboring tribes and neighboring cities found out that this tribe got a water pump. And instead of negotiating or maybe asking, hey, where did you get this water pump? Can I get that dude's number? They destroyed it.
Of course they did.
Yes.
You got to remember, they are black.
Oh, God damn it.
Sorry. But, watching that today, just taking a fucking simple machine, drilling a hole, and now you've basically saved a whole village full of people.
Yeah.
Little effort. He did it in less than 2 hours.
There's another thing that fucking blows my mind about Africa that I saw one time. Do you know the show Top Gear? Oh,
yes, I love that show.
Yeah. So they have the Grand Tour that's on Amazon Prime, and they did a segment where they did some some challenges that were in like African deserts or whatever. And they pulled up to this fucking gas station, and the gas pump is hand operated by this one dude, and he just cranks. He just cranks on this fucking wheel, and that's what pumps the gas from the tank that's underground into the car. And he's just sitting there cranking this fucking wheel, and Jeremy Clarkson was like talking to him, and he's just like, it wouldn't really be that much of an effort to install a gas pump, like obviously not something modern like we have in America or over in the UK, but like a fucking gas pump.
Exactly.
Something. You know what I mean? It's like it really wouldn't be that hard. And the dude just kept on cranking on the wheel, and he just shrugged with a smile on his face, and he said, "No, this is my purpose. This is what I do."
I don't understand it.
I don't either, dude. I really fucking don't.
It's like we've sent aid over. Where does it go? Well, it gets robbed. People steal it.
Exactly, yeah. It's a fucking scam. It's always a fucking scam.
So as I was watching Mr. Beast today, he put 100 wells in 100 villages in less than 100 days.
Yes.
Financed it all, put solar panels on top of he made these 2 little water towers, put solar panels for the pump, for an electric pump, self-sustainable forever. Unbelievable. Now every morning the kids can sleep in 2 extra hours, not have to walk 8 miles. No wonder those fuckers can run marathons and shit, no problem.
Yeah, because they're fighting for their fucking lives almost every day.
Now imagine being that kid, right? And one day some guy just comes and grabs you and takes you to America.
Right?
And you wake up and you're like, there's a sink. You're like, what? What is that? Where do we get water? Right here. Just turn. No. A shower. Imagine your first professional shower.
Right? Yeah, that shit's gotta be fucking mind-boggling. I kind of understand why there are some celebrities that just yoink kids out of Africa because they go there and they're just like, oh, this place fucking sucks. You're coming with me, dude. I'm saving you.
Yeah, exactly. And not one of those kids misbehaved. Not one of those kids was an asshole. Not one of those kids had autism. Not one of those kids was ungrateful. I've never seen that before. I've never seen gratitude like that. By simply providing water.
Yeah.
Not to every house. Just one spot in the edge of town where you go get your water. And everybody's like, that's all we need. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Exactly. Yeah.
He'd also give bikes to every kid in the town. So they didn't have to walk 16,000 miles anymore. And I'm just like, well, I mean, come on. I want to hate Mr. Beast. I want to hate the guy. I want to call him a douche and I want to call him all these names. But fuck, maybe he's got a guilty conscience. But what that guy did is the most spectacular thing I've ever seen a human do for somebody. I got to give him props.
Yeah, and it really does. It really does show, like, if this dude can do it with, I mean, obviously he has a team and a crew backing him, but the fact that this dude and his team was able to do this in 100 days, it just goes to show, like, what the fuck are people actually doing with our tax money?
Yeah, I know. I mean? I'm just like the African government doesn't have enough money to buy a truck to drill some holes. It's crazy, right?
I know. What the fuck are you spending this money on?
They don't even care about plumbing or nothing. They were just so happy to have some fucking clean drinking water.
Yeah, just water that isn't going to kill them on a coin toss.
And Mr. Beast himself took a drink of the water and was drinking it the whole time. So I'm like, he's preaching it and he's doing it. So I got to give him. I don't like him. I don't want to like him. But goddamn it, he's warming my heart, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, at least he's doing some, like, he's kind of doing what I would do if I had a shit ton of money like that. You know what I mean? Where I would just go around and do random shit where I'm just like, yeah, I got to spend this money on something. You know
what my rich friends told me? Because that's what I say. I want to give my money away and I want to help people. And that's why you'll never be rich.
Yep, exactly.
You have to be ruthless to be rich. There's nobody with a pure heart that's rich. Because there's no fucking way I could wake up in the morning and see a $400 million ledger in my bank account and literally step over the guys to walk into my office and not buy them guys a fucking house. You know what I mean?
I know.
I mean, making this world a shithole to prove that you're better than people? Why? We all end up in the same space. Why are we doing this?
I don't know. Are you planning on lining your coffin with $100 bills? What the fuck are you doing, man?
I don't understand any of it. And it's just seeing that today. And I know this is taking way too much of the show up, but I was just like, this is what else did Mr. Beast do? Just out of shits and giggles.
Mhm.
He cured 100 people of glaucoma. Or no, not glaucoma. What's the thing when your eyes get milky? Is it glaucoma?
Cataracts.
Cataracts.
Yeah.
100 or was 100 or 1,000 people free cataract surgery. People were be able to see for the first time in their lives for years because they couldn't afford a simple $300 surgery.
Literally $300. This dude just dropped $300,000 like it was nothing.
And he's ridiculously rich. And he, when you find out how he did it, he kind of deserves it.
Yeah,
me and Marco, we do our shows, and then we forget about them.
Well, yeah, but that's because unlike Mr. Beast, we put zero effort into our show. We do this shit for free. He does it for money.
Mr. Beast, when he was 12 years old, would wake up. From the moment he woke up, 18 straight hours would be promoting his videos nonstop, translating them to different languages, shitting them all over the world. Guy was a millionaire on YouTube before anybody else.
Yeah, it really was fucking wild. I remembered seeing his videos all the time. I didn't even watch him. I didn't give a fuck. But he just rose to popularity at a rate where I would just see him everywhere. It's like, oh God, will this dude just shut up? I never would have fucking guessed that he would reach this fucking level of fame and also hatred.
And I'm not going to lie, I'm a Mr. Beast fan now. I've been watching some of it. I went back and watched some old shows, and I like when he leaves people in a house for 100 days. For $1 million, those things. He does like the American version of the Hunger Games,
Yeah.
I think the guy's great, and I applaud any guy who takes his money and spreads it back. Jesus Christ, we need it out here with this crazy president now taking all our money.
there was I heard that there was a thing that Mr. Beast wanted to do, or maybe he already did it, but it was basically like he rented out like 50 acres of nothing but woods, and he had an open call for people who wanted to see like who could survive in the woods the longest. And like you could bring like X amount of material to survive, but you can't just be like fucking camping. You know what I mean? Like you're surviving. So it was basically like an endurance to see how many people will camp in the woods. And I genuinely thought about applying, because I'd be like, man, that would be a fucking vacation for me. I'm gonna be sitting there playing guitar the whole time while everybody else is suffering about like, oh, why can't I cook?
Like, can you sit in this room for 100 days? And I'm like, no problem, dude. I begged the guards for some whole time when I was in jail. I didn't want to talk to my roommate. The fucking Neil was annoying. I'm like, can you put me in the hole without going on my record? And they're like, what? I says, I want to go to the hole, man. That guy's driving me nuts. And he's like, they're like, you gotta commit a crime before you put you in the hole. And I go, then I'm gonna have to stay here longer. And he goes, exactly. So enjoy your punishment. One guy told me, I'm not putting you in the hole. I go, please put me in the hole. I love being by myself.
I just want some fucking sleep.
You give me a goddamn pound of weed and a television, I'm good for 5 years. Come back, I'll still be there sitting on the couch. Did I do it? Can I stay longer?
If I go for another 50, do I get an extra 50,000?
If I pretend to have a family and I pretend I'm missing people, will that make it better for TV?
What if I call in people that are begging you to stop, but they are totally proxies?
Yeah, I mean, when I got a television in my cell, That was it. Oh, the time went by quick. That's all you need.
Oh yeah, but I imagine it wasn't the best quality of television.
No, it was black and white still, and but it was the greatest television. As long as it put some noise out, you know.
Okay, what was Johnny watching the past time while he was in prison?
I watched Seinfeld,
Of course.
because every night they'd have the Seinfeld, then King of Queens, and then Law and Order SVU,
Ironic.
and then the that stupid comedian show with Byron Allen. It's Byron Allen, and it's like some kind of shit game show. I can't remember the name of it. It's still on from time to time on syndicated television.
Oh, whose line is it anyway?
No, kind of like that, but not that. I know the edibles are starting to roll in. The grape ape is starting to grab the brain, but we're not quite there yet.
It's not quite crushing our skulls yet.
No, the grape ape. Yeah, so what the fuck am I even talking about? Sorry.
I asked you what TV you were watching when you were in prison.
Oh yeah, so the Byron Allen, like the worst call it answer things, but they'd have every comedian you could ever think of on there. Patrice O'Neill was on there once. Jim Norton, Colin Quinn, some other black comedians. I can't remember the names because I'm getting high. I can't remember the name of the show. It's kind of like Hollywood Squares, but without the squares part. Like they ask them a stupid question and they have to answer back, and you have to say if it's true or false. And of course, the comedians have witty comebacks. But yeah, that was my jail television routine every night. As a man snored and wheezed next to me, and then cried most of the night too. That's the horror.
Well,
that's a horror.
Yeah, at least you had Seinfeld.
And at least had an old white guy. Yeah, it could have been a murderous, whatever. One of those white supremacist guys.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been a white supremacist, but he was too old to show it.
Yeah, he's just an old, annoying man that got caught cheating on his taxes too many times.
Okay, so yeah, you were safe.
But no, that is horrific. Why is it making it about me again, you stoner fuck? Let's roll the show on. But no, I'm just having our problems, the problems that I've had after watching that today and thinking about it. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Exactly, dude. When you really analyze what's going on in the world, what do you really have to complain about?
Have we made life so easy that we just make up problems now?
Well, I wouldn't say that we make up problems. There's obviously problems that we have in this country. Like there's people like willingly just living in their fucking cars because they can't even afford an apartment. You know what I mean? Like shit's rough for people. But compared to people in fucking Africa or Serbia or something like that, like, no, I'm living pretty good, man.
Yeah, I mean, you can stay respectable in this world for an $18 membership at a gym somewhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
At least you can get a shower.
Mm-hmm.
I would stay away from them shelters, though. Them shelters are bad news. They're killing people.
Yes, you've actually. Well, actually, would you like to talk about that? 'Tis the season.
No, I think we'll save that for a special episode because it's way too deep and far-reaching, and we all live in our little cocoons.
True.
We don't go to certain parts of town. We have no idea what's going on in special dungeons and depravity and the things I've seen here in Las Vegas. Just make you kind of numb to it, I guess.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I mean, I've been to the swinger club. that will change you as a human. Talk about going to the haunted house. That's the haunted house.
Yeah, I'm good. Swinging is not my thing.
I thought it was mine. It really was.
How long did that last?
Till I was having sex with the lady, and I look over, and there was 4 guys just staring at me. They're looking at me right in the eyes, and I'm like, "That's it. This is creepy." It wasn't like an erotic thing. It was like these guys want to. I don't know. That feeling will never. I haven't been back since.
I would hope not.
Well, number one, I didn't realize that there were people coming in because I was, into it. Then I look over, I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? Whoa. Just creepy guys just staring at you, like from the, I don't know, like that Deliverance movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, if I get out of here with my butthole, I'm never coming back.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna call it quits here. I'm good. Peace out.
Everybody thinks they're an orgy guy till an orgy happens.
I do not think I'm an orgy guy at all.
Yeah, we used to do the things where me and my buddies would bang out chicks in the living room on the couch at the same time, and I'm just like, it's just not going over. And when you hear one of your friends come, oh God, you can't hang out with them anymore.
See, I already knew that would happen, and I already assumed that would happen, which is why I never do it. You actually did it to figure out that you didn't like it, which makes you stupid.
I had a list of 1,000 things I wanted to do sexually.
And how many of them have you crossed off?
999.
Dare I ask what the 1,000th is?
Gay.
Why is that on your list?
Because I didn't think I'd ever get that far.
I thought for sure I'd be dead before I got to that point.
Exactly. It's like, this is ridiculous. I got here this quickly. Asking girls, pulling the list out. Hey, you ever tried a rotten banana?
Well, you seem to not know what that is, so I'm going with no as he crosses off the list.
Yeah, well, never mind. We're on YouTube. All right, we'll keep it clean. That shot collar was starting to tighten up there. I could feel you almost hitting the button there.
You can feel my hand hover over the button.
Next week we will have at least the sound effect installed.
Excellent.
So, all right. It is too stoned. Yeah.
Indeed it is.
I'm kind of stalling. Did I just end in the middle of a bit?
Yeah. Did you? I thought we were just talking.
Okay, I'm glad that bit's over with.
Good. Okay, whatever that bit was, good. It's over now.
That wasn't a good bit.
Let's just bury it quietly and move on.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed. There's a little bit of. Let's just get into it, right? Uh-huh. I mean, we know there's that thing hovering there, right?
What?
We know there's an issue. There's a thing that's, I don't know, just there. It's been there this whole show. You can kind of notice the tension between me and Marco tonight a little bit, I guess.
Yeah. Pause might know what we're talking about, and he knows what's coming. But yeah. Strap in for this one, guys. It's going to be a good one.
Now, speaking of bringing in and closing the Trump weave together, speaking of going on the island, I literally pulled a fucking Gilligan last night. We're getting up the island. We're finally getting saved. We finally did it. We've been working on this for, I don't even know, 10 months?
Close to a year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's close to a year, if not a year.
So 1 year, every Monday night, me and Marco get together, and he said, I want to bring you into the world of video game streaming. And I said, oh, Jesus. All right. All right, let's try once. I'll do it once. All right? I'll do anything once.
Yeah, that was literally all I asked. It was like, we'll just do this once. And if you don't like it, then I can say that we tried, and then I'll try something else. But it was like not even halfway through episode 1, you were automatically like, "Oh fuck yeah, let's do this."
Yeah, I mean, it's been the greatest Mondays of my life doing broadcasting. It was the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with how entertained you were.
And you know, we get down to it. Literally last night, we get to the very final decision of the night.
Yes, we finally got to the. Yes, after a year, we finally got to the end of the trilogy, which means that we had to make the ultimate decision on. Well, first off, we killed Kai Lang in the Cerberus base, which yes, always appreciated. But then
we were on a roll. Things were just kicking. I mean, you didn't even die once.
No, I was surprised. I wasn't even close to death. I was kicking ass.
You were on fire, having the night of your goddamn life. I mean, this kid was killing it last night. I mean, like Rain Man killing it on the controller, missing lasers. I mean, well, he did. Never mind. But if you want to watch the replay, I don't want to sell it out. But you know. All day, I had a pit in my stomach all day. I got done last night, and I don't know how to explain this feeling.
I believe the feeling that you are describing is dread.
And it came to an end.
Yes.
He sent me a text and just like, fuck you, basically. And then I'm like, okay. And then I just turned all the lights off and I just sat there, reliving the mistake I had made.
And haunted by the weight of your decision of what you've done. And then as you sat there contemplating if we were even going to do a stream today, I sent you a clip of you fucking it all up.
Yeah, and I can't wait to show everybody tonight.
No, me neither.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been holding it off.
I can't say I blame you.
I have severe PTSD after last night. It really is something I've really got into way too deep, way too much. Like, wasted way too much emotional time into to end like that.
Yes, we both were literally so emotionally invested just for it to fumble that fucking hard.
Literally, we had the ball. We were up 100-0.
And I handed it to you and said, and it was all you, man. This one's all you. Score the fucking touchdown. Let's go. And then you just fucking stopped and dropped it.
Yep. An inch away from the goal line. Like the guy from the Cardinals a couple of weeks ago.
oh yeah. I saw that. God, that shit had to be fucking... Oh, you know that dude got yelled at. You know he got fucking yelled at.
Okay, now tell me, is this a coincidence or not? Now, twice this year in the NFL that has happened, right?
Yes.
Currently in the movie theaters, there's a movie called Chad Powers, right?
Okay.
About a guy who does that. Like, drops the ball an inch before the goal line goes in. And gets fired from the football team, but then comes back under a disguise from a different team. But I'm like, how is that? this hasn't happened in the NFL for like 30 years.
And now,
That there's a movie about it, now it's happened twice. Is the NFL rigged? Are they trying to sell tickets to Chad Powers?
What do you? I mean, you wouldn't be the first person that has ever made that claim.
No, I straight up know the NFL is rigged.
It has to be.
I watched so much NFL over the years. I could tell who was going to win just by the way the refs were talking to each other. You literally could see who was going to win.
Yeah.
It was like when they used to have them dog races. And you'd be like, you just go look and see what dog is fucking anxious. It's the one that's going to win. And every time it won. We used to clean house at that Greyhound track.
Yeah, you just look at the dogs and pick the one that looks like it's going to explode.
Look at the one that the Italian guy gave the meth to.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just dread, I guess. Yeah, dread. I guess it's dread and just sadness. And I think right now I'm going to do something I've never done with another man.
Which is?
And it isn't Move 1000. All right? We keep the weave going, folks.
I was about to say, do not cross off 1000.
I'm going to beg you right now that we put off our Halloween show. And I don't know. I'm kind of scared about that. But I really do wish that maybe we could go Tosh.0 style and maybe offer maybe one last Mass Effect Johnny redemption.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what, Johnny. How about you play the clips? And because let me tell you something. I've made a lot of clips, and I've only sent you a few of them. And when I got to that moment, and you know what I mean, I thought I was going to be even more fucking pissed, like re-listening to it again. But then listening to how like legitimately fucking mad I was, I actually found myself laughing. And, like, I was just like, God damn, I was like fucking steaming mad. Holy shit.
Oh, it was epic. It was really fucking epic. It's gonna go down as the greatest video game clip of all time, I think, because it's number one, it's not fake.
No,
it made me go, oh, what do you mean? I've been dreading playing these clips. I really have been dreading them because it's going to bring me back to the dread, the sadness, and the just utter disappointment in myself.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I threw in some lighthearted ones. Don't worry.
All right. Well, let's play some clips from last night's episode where Gilligan, basically just killed everyone, I guess. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. We gotta ditch that overhang there. Hold on.
Why don't we give him a purple
We're
nipple?
not getting any sound.
I hear it.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
sit still long enough for a purple nipple. I might be able to get a wedgie in though. Hey Jarvis, kick him in the nuts. Jarvis, auto aim for the nuts.
Well, that sucks. I didn't hear any of it. Let me try it again. I'm sorry. That's weird.
No worries. Yeah, I can hear it. Do you have the volume on your media volume turned off, baby?
I'm gonna try it one more time, just for. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Cool.
Why don't we give him a purple nipple?
Oh God.
Don't sit still long enough for a purple nipple. I might be able to get a wedgie in though. Hey Jarvis, kick him in the nuts. Jarvis, auto aim for the nuts.
I mean, look at the epic fighting last night. The dodging and the weaving and the unbelievable agility.
Everything exploding.
To a point where he's so good, he was joking. I mean, we were really just this close to the finish line.
We'll see. You'll see what we're talking about soon enough.
All right. Marco presents exhibit number 2. Be ruthless. No mercy.
Fight or you die.
Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. Oh wait, wrong sci-fi universe. My bad.
Ruthless aggression.
I had to throw a Warhammer reference in there. I'm sorry.
And you can just hear the confidence in my voice and the like. I think I'm just. It's like I'm David Lee Roth going out thinking I'm doing a kick-ass job.
and I was practically like dusting off your shoulders and shit too, going like, "This is it, man. It's all you."
Well, exhibit number 3. It's going in the. It's going in the hole.
See, I told you, it's a butt plug. I've been telling you this whole time, it's a butt plug. You shove it into the fucking Citadel. No one believed me, but look at
it.
You're
Jesus.
so puckered up waiting for it.
Oh, it looks so great on the giant screen TV. And I mean, we put the butt plug in the a-hole.
Yeah, the Citadel hole, the sea hole.
And all we needed to do is push a button and save America.
Save the galaxy.
The whole fucking galaxy, including Grunt.
Yes, including Grunt, Miranda, Liara, literally everyone.
So, here comes exhibit number 4. Holy fuck, their guts just blew up.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the first guts I've seen blow up like that. Turned
What do
into
I
hamburger meat, that guy.
Yeah, that dude got fucking insta-gibbed.
I think maybe you should switch it
Like
to
a quarter pounder with cheese.
Yeah, I don't know if I would eat that. That's tainted with Reaper tech.
At least it's not trying to kill us this time.
I already get you high.
This is why I'm in control. Is that all the Reapers would have to do is just infect your mind and go, listen, if you just put this into your skull, it'll get you high, and you'd be like, done.
All right.
See, I mean,
I like a toad, you know?
what the fuck is wrong with me? I think maybe you should change the name of the stream.
Okay, what would you suggest? Because the name that I have of it is just Backseat Gaming with Marco and Johnny. So, what title do you think?
I think it should be Backseat Gaming with Marco and Drunk Uncle Gary, because I sound like an old drunk man. What's going on?
Yeah, usually you're just hard on yourself, but even in that one, when I heard that, I was just like, what the hell? Like, you were drunk or really fucking high, either one.
I was extremely high, but I'm like, now I'm talking high, now I'm talking drunk, just smoking weed? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That really should have been the first sign that you lost too many brain cells for this.
I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm chonging out, bro.
It is happening. Slowly but surely it's happening.
I mean, I don't know when the switch happens, but it does happen. Old stoners are different, you know?
They are. They're a different breed of human for sure.
So, I mean, still making hamburger jokes. Things are going great.
Yeah. Yeah, we were kicking ass and taking names. We were there. The plan was going perfectly.
Marco and drunk Uncle Gary.
Saviors of the galaxy.
One snort of bourbon at a time. I'm starting to my speech is getting slower as the show goes on.
I think it's the more you go back to Wisconsin, the more that your old accent starts to get back.
Yeah, I think I'm fucked up, man. The talking's fucked me up. Okay, so that was Exhibit 4?
Yep.
Okay, now we move on to Exhibit 5. Now this is where this is where Gilligan puts his white hat on, sitting at the edge of the beach, ready to go home after almost a 4-hour stream too last night, by the way.
Yeah, it was like 3.5 hours.
Oh.
So Johnny refused to either destroy or control the Reapers, and this is what happens. Genuinely, Johnny, there are people that looked up on YouTube what this ending is because they couldn't make this decision themselves.
Especially after a year of playing it.
Johnny, do you have any idea what you just done?
No.
You literally just sold the fucking war. The Reapers win.
I am, like, genuinely mortified.
That wasn't the right choice.
Oh, come on, Johnny.
That was all you had in response to that? It was like... That was all you had as a comeback?
I gotta play that one. Did I really just... I gotta play that one more time. It's only 40 seconds. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with me? Why did I do that? The cycle continues.
The reason why you said you didn't like him was because either you destroy the Reapers or you control them, or Shepard dies no matter what.
Johnny, do you have any idea what you just done?
No.
No.
You literally just sold the fucking war. The Reapers win.
God, what an idiot.
That wasn't the right choice.
Now that was the exact moment where I could feel like a cartoon where like the red was starting to grow from my body all the way up to my forehead. Like when you said that, like I felt myself get mad. I was like, this motherfucker literally has no idea what the fuck he just did.
I'm mad at drunk Uncle Gary right now.
You should be.
Oh my God, what an idiot. Seriously. I guess that was the wrong choice. No shit, idiot. All right, well, we got number 6.
Yeah, just in case you thought that my ridiculing of Johnny's decision ended there. No.
Oh boy, no.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What the fuck?
That.
You literally picked the bad ending. You picked the worst fucking ending. What are you talking about?
Me. What the fuck? What? Fuck. Fuck.
The game gave you 3 options. Destroy the Reapers, control them, or do nothing, and you chose to do nothing. What the fuck did you expect?
I thought we were gonna fight him longer.
No!
All of this time for me to fuck up this bad.
We were literally right fucking there! We were right fucking there, dude! Oh my fucking God!
Oh my God! No.
Oh God, that clip right there's gotta go to everything. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah, that's a keeper for sure.
Oh Oh my god, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I mean, at the time.
Oh yeah, at the time I wanted to fucking murder you, but after I was clipping it together and I listened back to it, I was like, God damn.
Oh my god. I literally felt like a 4-year-old kid that broke my dad's stereo or something. You know what I mean? Just look and go, what I do? I don't get it. Why are you mad? You can hear me just going, fuck. Yeah, that moment was bad and hilarious. Fox Reality says.
Yeah, and I didn't send you this clip, but there was another clip where you literally tried to pull a bitch move and deflect it by saying, "Why did you let me do that?"
I tried to gaslight you.
Yeah, you tried to gaslight me. Be like, no, it was your fault. You let me pick the stupid decision, so it's your fault. Like, no, I let you pick everything, which means you picked this one. Guess what? The bad ending is a fucking choice.
I think there's a little part in the back of your brain that I always wanted to know what would have happened if you were that stupid.
No, because like you said, I've literally had to look up what the refusal ending was because I refused to pick that on any playthrough I've ever done because I knew it was going to be shit no matter what.
I did not.
No, but again, that's kind of an amazing outcome of that game. Is like I have never, throughout the entirety of my life as a Mass Effect fan, that I've seen several other playthroughs of people who have their like first time playthroughs of the game. I have never ever seen someone pick the refusal ending, just be like, yeah, fuck this.
I didn't get that. I didn't know that was the end decision.
We were literally dying, bro. What did you expect?
Well, either way, and I keep thinking about it, all three ways were dead. Doesn't matter. Right?
It kind of does. If you picked the other ones, like the outcome of what happens to the rest of the galaxy, it does change depending on what you chose.
Yeah, but you're going to die anyways.
Well, if you destroy them, you die. But if you control the Reapers, then yeah, you aren't Shepard the human anymore. But you basically take over the role of that Star Child, that green hologram kid. You basically take his place and you control the Reapers now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be one of those ones that haunt me.
You know what? You know what, man? I'm more than willing to give it another go because, like I said, that ending was like it wasn't even part of the original endings. Like they threw that in there just as another possibility. So I wouldn't mind going through another run just so that you could see how the game was meant to end. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking like. We literally went through an entire year of me doing nothing but like, man, isn't this game fucking great? Can you imagine if we just ended it after that? Like that, after all that effort, we just ended it like that, and I have to look at you in the face and be like, wasn't that game great?
I think that would be good. You know what? Instead of doing it exactly next week, what we should do, because I know you're piecing together like a whole episode of the whole experience, which I can't wait to see. The documentary of... We might have to change the title to Drunk Uncle Greg.
Yeah. I'm about. I think I'm about halfway through all of the work that I've done. And
Jesus!
The fact that it ended like this, it's like this is a fucking twist that no one is ever going to expect. And the fact that we both reacted like we did was like that was just the icing on the cake to show that like this was like fucking legit. You know what I mean?
I really felt like a wife last night that got up and cooked you like blueberry pancakes, and you're like, "Bitch, how many times I tell you I don't want no blueberries in my fucking pancakes?" And I wake up, you give me blueberry pancakes, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I forgot. You know, you're so goddamn. I remember. Well, let's just finish the rest of the evidentiary things. We got clip number 7.
Yes, this was after the credits rolled, and I kind of calmed down a little bit.
and I'm trying to like piece it all together.
I can literally see the wrinkles growing on your face as we speak.
All of that fucking time. Literally
Wow,
all
yeah.
of that time.
When I was
Straight in
doing this, I was
and
literally
playing
like
this game.
pinching the skin like between my eyebrows. You know?
I'm seriously beside myself right now.
You are.
You cut the
like this.
tension with a
No.
knife.
This is horrible.
Literally,
This is horrible.
I feel like I can't say anything without just talking in circles at this point. It's just, Jesus fucking Christ, man, we were right there.
Just the agony of defeat.
Yes. That weirdly enough was my favorite part of that clip, where I was about to talk and I was like, I just gave up. I was like, there's no fucking point anymore. Like,
You're just gonna cut me blueberry pancakes next week, anyways.
yeah, just because you think it's funny.
Oh man, yeah. I think I think it'd be kind of cool to do like when you do the best of, and we'll like do maybe a run through of that, and then like for like a web redemption later on.
Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll tell you what. I've been debating going back and doing an actual completion of the final mission, but again, it would be another 3.5 hour stream or close to it. So, and I kind of wanted to kick off Dead Space for a while now. So, how about we start off Dead Space next week, and then because it's one game, and I'm pretty sure we could beat that game in a few sessions. And if you're feeling up for it, then we can either complete the final mission of Mass Effect again, or we can go through something else that I have in mind.
Yeah, well, one day I will need some type of redemption because like I said, I was just like, wow.
Yeah, that really was a feeling of like, I really don't know. Like, how could you live with yourself?
I feel like when I was taking guitar lessons and I'd show up, not practice, and the guy would go, you go, did you work what I worked on last week? And I'm like, absolutely. And I'd start doing it because he didn't do anything. Just leave. He goes,
yeah, dude. Why would you?
Why are you so stupid? I asked myself that.
You literally could have at any point just said like, I don't know what's going on right now. What's happening? And I would have told you.
I really thought I had figured it out. I really thought I had hit a home run.
I thought you did.
Sucks.
I thought you did too. Which is why when you said I refuse these endings, I said really. I said that in the clip. I said really, and you said yeah, and you sounded pretty sure. So I was like, okay. And then you just went silent, and I was just like, wait a second. I was like,
well, my brain is like, why are the credits running?
Why is the sad music playing?
What does it? Huh? I was just like, it's like when your house gets hit by a tornado, and you're like, wait, huh? It just came from nowhere. Really.
It really was unbelievable. I had a level of rage that I haven't felt in so long.
Oh, it was great. Now, for entertainment purposes, it's great. As it happened.
Yeah. I can laugh about it now. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, at the time, I was mortified at what I was seeing, at the decision that you've made. I could not fucking. I mean, that was the final decision, so there was literally nothing else I could have done at that point. So I just let my opinions fly after that. But Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it was not I was getting ready to celebrate last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's like literally I felt like the New England Patriots when they went 17-0, and they made it to the Super Bowl. At halftime, they got the champagne ready. They're going to win the Super Bowl. And then the Giants beat them. And they just sit there like, well, how did that even happen? What's going on? Why are people mad? That was the first time I was like, is he really mad? He's really pissed. Oh, my God.
Yeah. It seriously took you like a solid few minutes for you to realize like how badly you just fucked up.
Like, this isn't even shtick. This is like, fuck you. You idiot.
Yeah, it was literally
fucking Gilligan.
It was literally just me being like, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
Oh my God. It's like I'm watching a guy ride a bike into a hole. Well, I didn't think the hole was there. Well, I was making that up.
Yeah. I'm watching him ride a bike into that hole. I'm like, he sees that hole, right?
There's nothing worse than like full confidence. When you fully go into a stupid act with confidence, not even questions. Like, nope, that's it right there. We got it. And to find out it was the worst decision ever in the game's history.
Yes, that you have one of 4 options. You had a 25% chance of picking the worst one, and you picked it.
That's why I don't gamble much around here in Vegas.
Probably smart. Probably the smart thing.
Jesus Christ, that was great, but not great. I didn't go to bed last night feeling good. I'll tell you that.
But again, the fact that a video game got you feeling like that, like if you really think about it, like realistically, everything that you felt, everything that we experienced, all of those emotions that we felt at the end, going like that was the end. Are you fucking kidding me? But like the fact that we had that level of emotion to a bunch of ones and zeros and polygons that a team made us believe was Commander Shepard. You know what I mean?
It was insane. Like the women actually made me horny in real life. God, you know, it'll be one of those things that will stick in my brain, in my podcasting brain of dumb shit I've done. I've done a lot.
Yeah, you might want to save when I eventually get around to posting the compilation video, I'll send you. I'll try to remember to save you like a quick, like maybe like 2-minute video of you picking that decision, just so that you could show it to people and just be like, yeah, this is what happened when I played Mass Effect.
Yep, we're gonna put that up on our TikTok and all of that.
Yeah, and just watch all the Mass Effect nerds just gouge their fucking eyes out.
Oh, I'm literally the stuttering John of Mass Effect, the biggest buffoon.
I can't imagine you're the only person that has done that, but it's the first time I've ever heard of that, where somebody genuinely picked that decision.
Yeah, I mean, I was a virgin. I hit the wrong hole. Sorry.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Oh, my God. Yep, so I'm excited because it's Halloween, of course, and my favorite holiday, Marco's favorite holiday, everybody's favorite holiday, because it doesn't involve any type of religion. Unfortunately, we don't get the day off, but we should get Halloween off.
We really should. If not the day after.
And I think next week we are going to go to Halloween must-have movies if we run out of shit to talk about. So put that in the back of your mind there.
Okay. But you gotta spell it with capital B, capital O, capital O. Boobies.
Boobies, yes. Boo. And I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna put a little worm in your brain. Maybe if you got Netflix, maybe check out Hoobie Halloween. Classic. All right.
Okay. What's the fuck's Hoobie Halloween?
Adam Sandler plays an autistic man who loves Halloween, and he saves it from the anti-Halloween guy that works at the hardware store. It is smokable funny.
It's a good movie to smoke too. It's about it.
Hoobie Halloween. Oh, Hoobie.
I've never heard of that.
You know, I mean, Scooby-Doo is always a Halloween, you know.
Well, yeah, of course. It's literally teenagers chasing after spooky monsters that just turn out to be dudes in costumes. That's a given.
Yeah, see, and it's kudos to Scooby-Doo for like literally stopping kids from being scared of ghosts. They question ghosts after seeing Scooby-Doo. I think Scooby-Doo did more for the mental health of children than anybody.
Weirdly enough, you have a strange point there.
The weed is really kicking in, bro. Yeah, thinking about it, you know, way to go, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Way to teach kids to use their brains.
Yeah, a bunch of a stone dude with a stone dog roll around in a van and tell everybody there's no such thing as ghosts.
Well, no, they're the ones saying that the ghosts are real. It's the rest of the crew that says it's not.
Yeah, it's a mystery. They have a machine for it. So we're going to celebrate Halloween here coming next Monday on Marco V193. Twitch channel doesn't have the E's.
No, it's MARCOV193.
I don't think Marco C is right there. We have his real Twitter handle up there if you want to get a hold of him and tell him. And literally, maybe send him some gifts. Maybe send him maybe I should send you like a gift to make up. You know, what do you do when you destroy a year of a man's life? What do you get him?
Maybe a fruit basket.
A fruit basket.
Bottle of wine.
Oh, God. What a dipshit. You know, it's just, I think, sometimes I think I'm brilliant. And now, because of Marco, I know I'm a fucking grape ape.
The grape ape got to you too hard. It squished your brain.
Oh my God! What did I? But we're gonna go through this game, and you gave us a little sneak peek of our Halloween preview next Monday.
Yes, sir.
And we've all seen the same Halloween movies, but you're not gonna see any of this.
So I mentioned before that after this we were going to play Dead Space, the remaster of Dead Space. So
what?
This trilogy is like, it has some scary and spooky moments for sure, but this is kind of like my idea of like a sci-fi adventure where I am the protagonist. I am Captain Kirk. I'm Shepard. You know what I mean? Dead Space is my sci-fi nightmare. And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Is there gonna be zombies?
Well, let me put it to you this way. Calling them zombies
are they going to be zombies?
Correct, but also calling them zombies would be an injustice, if that makes any sense.
Oh man, dingoes.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
You have no idea the hell.
Who is that? Who is it? Who are you even talking to?
Literally you, man.
That's the clip you sent, right? The last one, right?
Yeah. That was just us that was just me talking about Dead Space. If you want, I can talk about the game a little bit that won't spoil anything.
Yeah, because that's what we're going to be doing. Like, I'm going to need to know what we're going to be doing next Monday.
Okay. Well, there's one. There's a song that I can send you that will help you kind of get you in the mindset. So the way that Dead Space works is it's not necessarily where we show up and there's spooky shit happening and we are like, it's not like you're Commander Shepard where you're like, oh, I have to stop this because I am the protagonist. Dead Space is, no, the spooky shit already happened. It happened like a week ago. You're just the guy that discovered it. You have no idea what's happening. You don't know why it's happening. And the only way that you could figure it out is by piecing it all together by transcripts and audio logs of the crew that used to be there. And you have to listen to people's last dying moments so that you can piece together what the actual fuck is even happening.
Oh, that's going to be fucking trippy as hell.
Yes, it's going to be trippy. You have no idea how trippy it's going to be. But there's a song. There's a song that I'll send you. It's a song called "Altman Be Praised," and it's a phrase that you'll hear a lot in Dead Space because I'm sure you're familiar with Eldritch horror, like H.P. Lovecraftian kind of horror concepts. Yes.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically kind of like that, but in space. And the big bad cult that is responsible for this atrocity is a group that refers to themselves as Unitology. And Altman is their prophet, their martyr prophet, basically. He was the guy who discovered what would be referred to as the marker. And
Ow! I am so sorry.
What the
Holy
fuck happened?
Fuck. I just dropped a joint.
Hurt yourself?
And it was chasing me. The farther I jumped back on the couch, it was just like rolling, coming right after me. I'm so sorry. Jesus. Like I just pulled a muscle. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. God, what a dick.
I don't blame you, man. You were burning yourself.
God damn.
Okay.
We'll clip that. Jesus.
Yeah. Okay. So the marker. So the marker is this weird obelisk thing that looks like a double helix, carved stone looking thing. And in the lore of Dead Space, which, again, this whole game is about piecing together what the fuck is happening, but just the lore that surrounds just this universe is fucking insane. So the marker is an obelisk thing that they believe was the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs. It crashed on Earth, and it wiped out the dinosaurs, and it caused the Ice Age. And then after the Ice Age was over, that's when humanity rose up and, eventually we evolved. But there's this particular section, there's this particular tribe in the Yucatan Peninsula in the Gulf of Mexico that is basically like defending people to get them away from the marker because they said that they refer to it as the devil's tail and it drives people insane and it makes them want to kill. And so fast forward to about, I think like the year like 2150 or something like that. Altman is a scientist who basically discovers the marker and figures out a way to use it as an infinite power source. But while he was in his research on figuring out how to use it as an infinite power source, he eventually learned of its true intention, which was that A, it was in fact created by aliens, B, it was sent here with a purpose, and C, that purpose is nothing good, and it is not something that is meant to give us power. That is not its purpose. And I'm not going to say what it is, because we'll figure it out eventually. But Altman was the one person who basically said this thing is evil and needs to be destroyed. But everyone else around him who was infected by the marker's presence started worshiping him as a prophet because the marker could talk to him and he wouldn't go crazy from being near it like everybody else.
Like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. So Altman basically...
You got Scientology here. That's what we got going on here.
there might be some nods to Scientology here and there, a little bit maybe. But the story of Altman is that he eventually learns that, like, there's nothing that they can do to stop this thing from doing what its purpose was. And he eventually destroys the facility that the marker was housed in, and it's sunk to the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico to never be found again. But then Altman was captured, and when he woke up, he found himself in a, like, those old, like, surgical operating stations they used to have back in the day that looked like a gladiatorial arena for some reason.
Yeah.
So they threw him in one of those, and he was nude, and they gave him a spoon. And these were like the government officials and the corporation that hired him to, like, research into the marker to begin with. And so basically they said that not only did you fail in your purpose, we're going to use your research to make more of these things.
They're going to make more of these guys to come after you.
No, they're going to make more of those markers so that they can have more power, so they can have an infinite power source thanks to Altman's research. And not only are they going to use his research to basically go against his wishes, they basically, not to spoil it, but they basically made sure that he was dead. And not only was he dead, but they told him everything about unitology, about how they were going to use the marker's wisdom and Altman's preachings, which was him talking about the marker being our next step of evolution as humans and how it can help us achieve a new level. They took it and twisted it and made it into a cult.
Yeah, Mr. Duggar 420, shout out, bro. What's up, man? Altman needs to puff pass.
Oh yeah, well, he's dead, so unfortunately there's nothing we can really do about that. But yeah, he could have really used a puff pass for real. And if you knew what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So
I can't wait.
And that's all shit that happened like 200 years before the events of Dead Space. Like, that's just like me crash coursing what the fuck we're walking into without revealing too much,
Absolutely. I can't wait. Next Monday.
Yep.
10 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time. Marco V 193 Twitch.
Marco V and Johnny K every Monday and Tuesday at 10 p.m. One night, both nights on Twitch. We're everywhere. We're all over the place.
Wherever they'll have us, even if they don't like us.
Yeah, we're basically in podcast purgatory right now over here on Rumble. But we love you guys. This is the best place to be. I love it.
Yeah. And we're not just saying that because we have the most followers over there.
No, I like to do a show, and I like to get the show over with, and I don't sit there and look at the phone waiting for that ping that I get from YouTube, like an hour after the show, and you're like, oh fuck, what now? You don't get those from Rumble.
No. Yeah, that's one thing that's nice about Rumble. The only notifications I get are when you go live, because that's the only thing I have it set to.
God damn. And so, yeah, we're over here in podcast purgatory, but we love it over here.
Exactly. Yeah. This is something that I kind of expected that, like, maybe in the time it won't work, but later on down the road as time progresses, maybe it'll work in our favor, or we can at least laugh at it.
Yeah, I mean, people are dropping like flies, podcasting wise, because it's not fun. It's not easy.
Well, see,
it looks easy.
It does. It does look easy, but then you realize how much money you have to invest into podcasting in order to make it a living, which is why we're not doing this for a fucking living.
Podcast promotion, 99.9% of podcasts, it's podcast promotion.
Yeah, that I fucking hate that shit.
And congratulations, by the way, of something I never thought would happen. the Legion of Skanks have
What happened
signed
to
a
them?
deal. Have signed a deal with TBS. TBS is going to be airing Monday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Legion of Skanks, 2 hours on TBS. Isn't that insane?
That is actually fucking nuts.
The Skanks. You know? Another group of guys that said, we're just going to do what we do. Whatever. You know? Love it. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Or
man.
maybe
They
not.
fucking. Well, yeah. It'll depend on how the show turns out, I guess. But yeah, all the credit in the world to those guys. I'm not like. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Legion of Skanks fan, but I give all the credit in the world to anybody who just does what they do on their terms when they do it, and they make a living doing it. Fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they were the first guys to bring Louis C.K. back.
Yes, true.
You know, and they do Chinese accents. They do everything. I mean, they're not selling out. So I'm really interested to see what TBS does to the Legion of Skanks.
Yeah.
How TBS even lets that name of the show go on basic cable TV. We'll see how that works.
Well, there's I don't mean to do the weave here, but it was a thing I came across. But you know how the South Park movie is called South Park: Bigger, Longer, and Uncut,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an obvious penis joke.
Yes.
So I guess the original pitch for South Park was South Park Goes to Hell, but for some reason they had a problem with the hell connotation in the title. So they eventually came up to them and said, okay, what about South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut? Because it is bigger and longer and uncut, because it's South Park, but it's a movie, so it's bigger, longer, and uncut. And they go, okay, yeah, sure. And they went, great. So if you could just sign these papers real quick, and then we could get started. and Matt and Trey said it was about a solid month before they got a phone call where somebody went, hey, wait a minute. And they were just like, nope, too late. You already signed the papers.
Yeah, those guys are just fucking the best.
Yeah, awesome. I love those guys.
Those guys are up for a goof at any time with anyone.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh God, the movies that they made over the years, the one about the porn star who was the fluffer, the stunt dick, Orgasmo.
Yeah, fucking Team America. That shit's awesome.
The basketball and
basketball, yeah.
God, they even did a musical.
They've done a lot of musicals.
Played with Rush.
Literally, yeah.
And the Rush tickets are out. They're going for $3,200. I won't be attending.
Yeah. I figured.
Do you remember when Neil Peart was alive and the tickets were $18 because nobody wanted to see him?
Yeah, everybody wanted him to retire.
God damn. Thank God I didn't get to see him live. I don't even want to see him with a chick drummer. It doesn't make sense.
I mean, I haven't seen her play, but I mean, if she's good, then great.
She's unbelievable. I mean, she played with Jeff Beck.
Okay.
Does that say enough? I mean, Jeff Beck doesn't play with slouches.
True. Yeah.
And yeah, she's something else. She really is one of the best drummers out there. I hate to admit it, but we'll see. We'll see it on we'll see it within 10 minutes of the show. Thank God to YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yeah, within 10 seconds of her first drum solo, it's going to be filled with comments of people just being like, the fucking bitch can't play.
Yeah, I mean, that really prevented me from going to any Linkin Park concert. See that bitch try to sing those songs. Ugh.
Why would you want to go to a Linkin Park concert at all?
Because I'm bipolar. I felt with Chester.
I guess I missed the boat on that one, man. Like I never got into Linkin Park.
He's a sad boy.
Sure, but not like I don't know. Maybe that's just not my kind of sad. I don't know.
And he brought his happy friend with him that would rap next to him. Just one more thing, bro. Just hang in there, bro. Hey, bro, you got it, bro. Yeah, bro. But I'm so sad. But you got it, bro. I don't feel very good. I'll get you some Pepto-Bismol, buddy. That was Linkin Park.
Isn't that basically every Linkin Park song?
Oh my god, yeah. It's like a whiny bitch with the guy. It reminded me like Mr. Rogers, the rap parts of all Linkin Park songs. Like the good guy. You got the sad guy and the good guy. It was so horrible. I just wish it would have died. I wish it would have died with him, but no, people are still paying to see him.
Evidently.
Thank God that what's that other band that's up playing with a dead singer? Sublime.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sublime with Rome.
Oh no, Rome is no longer involved.
Oh, really?
I can't remember what the original singer is. What was his name?
I don't remember either.
But they just waited. They waited 20 years for the original singer's son to grow up. Now he's the singer of the band.
I mean...
So the dead singer's son is now the singer. And I'm like, that's kind of cool, though. At least he gets to get paid off of his dad's shit,
Right? Yeah, that dude doesn't even have to write anything. He just has to do his dad's shit.
And he does kind of look like him. He kind of, all the rest of the guys are really old, so he kind of looks like, cool. Not a bad idea.
No, you get the next best thing.
And what's the other one? Static X.
Really? They got a new singer?
Yeah, a guy comes out with a mask on and does the songs. I don't know. I don't understand it. If your singer dies, your band should probably die.
I don't know. I think there were some exceptions. Like I was about to say except, but I don't think their original singer's dead.
No, he's just not in the band anymore.
Yeah.
He's a creep.
He's a fucking weirdo. I actually like the new singer for Accept a lot better.
You got your balls to the wall, man. For those out there that don't know who they are, that's their hit song, "Balls to the Wall."
That song was everywhere in the 80s.
When you look at the lyrics, the song's not as cool as you thought it was.
Well, you know where the term "balls to the wall" came from?
Is that from when they frisk you in jail?
No.
Oh.
It actually came from World War II fighter pilots. So
is that what the song is about?
No, I think he was he was doing a play on words with the term "balls to the wall." But when, but I'm sure you've at least seen the cockpit of a plane or a jet. You have those levers and throttles, right? So, and they have those big metal balls on the top so that you can put your hand on it and grip it. So if you got your balls to the wall, that means you got them all the way forward, which means you're going full throttle.
Oh, I got you.
So that's where it comes from. But then, Accept turned it and made it into a euphemism.
I mean, that's the only song, isn't it? I don't know anything else that they've ever done.
Well, like I said, I like the stuff that they've done with the new singer.
Yeah, but there's no. That's like Motorhead. When you say Motorhead, oh yeah, Ace of Spades. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Name 5 more songs. I'm like, well, I can name you all the songs. You got all day, or You know.
Wait, you want me to list more Accept songs with the new singer?
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just weird that that's their only song after it's like 50 years that anybody knows after all, like, thousands of songs they've recorded.
I know, they literally came back and got a new singer and nobody can find another fucking song to play.
Every night at the end of the show. All right, everybody. Balls to the wall.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
I watched my buddy's vlog. He does Stephen Piercy. He's his tour manager.
Uh-huh.
And he does his vlog every week and shows Stephen Piercy playing these gigs.
Mm-hmm.
And you just see it in his face every night. He goes, I guess it's time to go round and round. He's like a robot. He does the same exact movements everywhere he goes and says the same thing. It's hilarious. Watching a 70-year-old man try to be a rock star. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, he's getting paid, so who's the real fool?
Oh, $50,000 a show.
Yeah. You pay me $50,000. Yeah, I'll be your hype man.
So $50,000, they don't even have to bring. All I have to do is bring guitars.
Easy.
They get on the plane. They show up. All their gear's there. They play. They go home. $50,000. It's crazy.
Easy.
So after expenses, he's probably down to each guy making $5,000 each.
Mm-hmm.
For working one day. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
But just watching him every night. All right, it's time to go round and round. All right, round and round.
That happens to every fucking band that has a hit song, though. It's just like you know that everybody's here to hear that song and nothing else, and you have to play that song, because if you don't, people will fucking kill you.
Yeah, I talked to some of the guys from Tesla when I had on my show way back in the day when I was like anxious to have people on, and I go, doesn't it suck to play that fucking love song every night? And he goes, you think it would, but just the reaction from the people gives you goosebumps every time. Because it's more for it's more for us to get up on the crowd getting on us. So yeah, we play it every night because it's the biggest reaction, and it boosts our ego the most every night. Even though, we love playing it, and we won't ever stop playing it.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's fair. But I mean, look at what happened when fucking when Radiohead played Creep in France. It was like the first time they ever played Creep in like 30 years or some shit. And you could see it in fucking the singer's face when like the crowd was singing certain parts where he's just like, oh shit, like.
What you should do is put together a Radiohead tribute band.
Uh-huh.
Hire 6 different singers. And just loop the song. You're done. Every night.
just play Creep for an entire set.
I always wanted to put together a band. I know we're getting ready to wind down here. I'm keeping you a little late, but one last. Okay. Well, the internet's down once again. All right. So all computer stuff is off the books. All right.
All right. Well, all right. Even the technology is telling us it's time to go.
Even the technology is too stoned for us tonight, but I want to put together a rock band, right?
Okay.
And it doesn't even have to be real songs. Maybe write an AI song. Maybe put a video out. Like do a press kit. Do the whole thing and do like this big thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Get up on stage. 2 minutes into the song, you just start fighting each other. And you break up.
There's I actually love joke bands like that. There was one that my buddy told me that he saw one time that he had no idea that it was a joke band. He just went to a local show at one point but the band was literally just called Dad. And their entire thing is that the background that they set up for themselves was that every single one of them come from families where their dads are missing or they left them. So they formed a band in hopes that one day they would find their father. And
oh god.
So what they do is they just look like normal dudes. They were like teenagers or whatever, 19-year-old kids. And they were like setting up their equipment and tuning and all this shit. And then right as they were about to go, one of them just goes, Dad, is that you? And he like drops his fucking shit and runs out into the crowd and just goes to like some random dude. Is like, oh, sorry, my bad. And then just goes back. And then it's like, okay. And then they go to play again. And then the other one just goes, oh my God, Dad, is that you? And then they run off. Like that was the whole fucking set.
Oh god.
And then by the end of it, the singer just leans into the mic and just goes, well, I guess they aren't showing up. And then they just disassemble their shit and leave.
I definitely want to put a band together like that.
Oh my god, I would love to do something like that. Just waste everyone's fucking time.
Like do the whole thing with like wigs and costumes and like just make it look like the biggest thing to come from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
overnight sensation
shit on the stage and then like go on a tour and do it every night. Every town.
You wanna actually I got a fun story for you before we end off here. I'm sure you'll love this because it's a Mike Patton story.
Yes. Any Mike Patton story is a great story.
It's always a great story. So this is a story that I heard King Buzzo of the Melvins say. It was a recording that somebody took on their phone and posted on the internet, and I have no reason to doubt that this. If he literally said this about anybody that wasn't Mike Patton, I would say that he was lying. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those fucking stories. So this was back in the 90s when Mike Patton was like the poster child of MTV and Faith No More was fucking huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could do no wrong.
Right. And so Mr. Bungle was on tour and they had the Melvins and some other groups as well open for them. And there was a lot of shows that they did where it was very apparent that the crowd was just there to see Mike Patton. They didn't care about the music at all. And so they would voice their displeasure about the Melvins by just booing them off the stage, or telling them to fuck off or whatever. But he's like, we're used to that because it's the Melvins.
Exactly. It's an acquired taste.
Right. It's not for everybody. And so they're used to that. And so he said, although he's like, when people do that, I don't think they realize that people who are on the billing are on there because the headliner, likes them. And like maybe they're friends,
No.
So one day they did a show, and of course that happened. They got booed off stage, and Mike Patton for some reason, he just really had a hair up his ass about it. And he was in the green room with King Buzzo, and he was like foaming at the mouth, seething about it. Just be like, oh god damn those fucking assholes. Like he just would not fucking sit still. And King Buzzo, like the whole time was like trying to calm him down and just be like, it's not that big of a fucking deal. And Mike Patton just refused to let it go. So what he did was he went around to everybody in Mr. Bungle and said, I'm changing the set list.
Oh no.
And all he did was he handed them all sheets of paper that just said, tonight they will pay. So So again, everybody's there to see Mike Patton. There's reporters there, like newspaper people are there, like everybody's there because Mike Patton is here. And Bungle goes to start, and they open the show with 40 minutes of white noise. Just nothing but 40 minutes straight, and the band just stood there the whole time.
I can just see Mike Patton in my mind, just emotionless, just staring straight forward.
Yeah, and so then King Buzzo said, like, 2 minutes in, that was when the reporters packed up their shit and left because, they weren't obviously going to stick around for this. But the crowd still stuck around for some fucking reason.
Well, he's going to start. It's Patton. He's going to start something here.
So then, after 40 minutes of nothing but white noise, Mike Patton then pulls out this, because Bungle is a fan of props. They had like a cartoonishly sized like baby bottle, like a very large baby bottle, and it had this white liquid inside of it. And so Mike Patton then pulls down his pants and squeezes that liquid into his ass, spread his cheeks, and shot into the crowd. And as the crowd looked on horrified, Mr. Bungle then performed "Happy Birthday." And then Mike Patton said, "Fuck you, show's over."
No, I wouldn't ask for my money back. I'd be like, epic.
You would have the balls to ask Mike Patton for his money back after he did that shit?
He's the only guy that I would ever give a pass to on that, ever.
Yeah, King Buzzo has also said that, Mike Patton has a lot of fans and a lot of dedicated fans and a lot of people that love him. But I think the only reason why they love him is because they don't actually know him.
Exactly.
He's like, I think if they actually knew him and they were around him, they would realize how much of a fucking asshole he actually is.
He's a fucking ADD riddled fucking nutcase.
He is nuts. That dude is a nutcase.
I mean, I bought every single Tomahawk record, and then the last one, it was just Native American chants. I'm like, dude, now, enough.
They did some better ones after that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Stone Letter. Fucking ridiculously good.
Yeah, that Oddfellows album was actually really fucking good.
Oh, getting high and throwing the Oddfellows on vinyl. Oh, my God, that's an experience, my friend.
I would love to have Oddfellows on vinyl.
Every record day, they come out with something, usually. I love Patton. He's generated an income being a indie record label.
Yes. Well, yeah, Epicac Records, which has produced some crazy shit throughout the years.
And them motherfuckers will find, if you're using anything of his anywhere, they'll find you.
oh yeah, he does not fuck around.
Especially in Europe. Oh my God. Wow, you do not use any Faith No More anything.
No. He's on a whole other level in fucking Europe.
That shit's tight.
Yeah.
Which I love. I'm glad that he's actually making money being a creative artist.
Yeah, being an eccentric artist, like being deeply insane but also deeply creative. We need more people like that.
And he's realized he makes more money without Faith No More. You don't have to split the money 4 ways.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I really don't know why he can't just buck up and just get Faith No More going again. I really don't. I mean, that last Faith No More album was kind of meh.
It was fucking weird.
Yeah, it very much felt like Angel Dust Part 2 to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like Tomahawk with different guys.
Some parts of it, yeah, some parts of it for sure.
But I mean, the classic "Get that motherfucker on the phone." I mean, come on. I mean, you can't get better than that.
That song is great. I love that one. I like Superhero. That's a great song. I like that song. There's some good.
The rest of it's just noise garbage. It really is. I hate to say it.
Yeah. But
it's one of those records you throw on and you kind of get lost halfway through and you're like, maybe I'll grab a different record. Like the first two songs are banging and then like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
These guys don't like each other. You can hear it in the music.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that Patton phoned it in at some segments of songs for sure.
But I enjoy Patton. I'll see him. He's one of those guys I'd watch him, shit on a rug. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, there's an album that Patton has done, like a bunch of albums that he's done, where it's literally just him doing stupid noises.
Yes.
Just doing nothing but speaking gibberish and screaming his head off.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. I wish him all the best. But yeah, I want to see some fucking Faith No More shows, and I want to see the original guitar player back.
Yeah. I mean, I love Patton, and I love how crazy he is, but I just kind of wish he was slightly less crazy.
Yeah, I just the guitar player is growing pumpkins. It's weird.
Well, he's raking in money.
It's just like you just quit music. I'm done. That's good. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, well, again, as we've established, I'm pretty sure Mike Patton is not the easiest guy to work with.
I mean, he really was. Once he left the band, Faith No More just kind of went, blah. I mean, they're good. But once they lost that metal edge that he brought, that old hippie guy with the weird glasses, it just wasn't the same anymore, They just had a guy that would listen to Patton playing guitar, which is fine.
Yeah, he's good. He's obviously a great guitar player. They've done some great stuff, but I get what you're saying.
But just that Jim Marshall crunch or whatever his name was on the Real Thing song is just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That weirdly enough, that is Mike Patton's least favorite Faith No More album.
Well, yeah, he had no input. Basically, the songs were already done.
Yeah, that was basically what he said. He's like, I pretty much just came up with the lyrics and did it all in a month. I kind of rushed it, and like he wasn't happy with it. I'm like, but that album kicks ass.
Yeah, probably one of the greatest albums of the '90s.
Right?
I can't think of any others. It's that fucking stupid song makes it look bad. Epic, and the worst song on the record.
Yeah, but even that one, like even though that one is arguably the worst song on the record, it's still not a bad song. It's just overplayed to shit.
You hear it in a grocery store now,
which is fucking insane.
Which is weird. I heard Rob Zombie the other day at Ralph's. I'm like, what is going on here?
I know,
it's
man.
Weird.
Shit. Yeah, I know.
I guess it's Halloween, so they're playing Dracula. But I'm like, Rob Zombie at the supermarket?
Yeah. Well, it really is fucking weird. My dad's telling me that, where he said, like, man, there's so much shit that's been playing around just on a day-to-day where like you said, you just walk around the store and you hear fucking Rob Zombie out of nowhere. And it was just like, man, when I was a fucking teenager, I would literally get kicked out of my fucking house if I walked in with a Metallica t-shirt on.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, people thought that you were like a fucking blood-drinking cultist or some shit if you listened to Ozzy Osbourne.
Then it'd take you to a de-Satan class. It gets the Satan out of you.
Yeah. Now if you listen to this shit, it just means you're old.
You're just old and soft.
Yeah.
Another badass about Suicide Solution. When they
No.
figured out it's actually an anti-drinking song.
Yeah.
That's what I always loved growing up. Is like, yeah, it's the song's about this, and you're like, it's not even close about that. What are you talking about? Oh, it goes for your agenda to make it think that.
Well, yeah, that's what people do with everything, not just with music.
One last music thing before we leave tonight. I know. Holy shit! Oh fuck. Okay, we're done. I'm too stoned.
Yes.
I got to find this clip, but I was watching the other day, and they had Ozzy Osbourne a while back before he was sick and all that. When he was still out touring and everything, he had all the metal guys with him, and they were going to take a picture. And some guy goes, "Put the devil horns up, bro." And Ozzy goes, "Fuck that. Fuck that. That's fucking midget fucking Dio bullshit. Fuck that." So everybody put the peace sign up instead.
Yeah.
I'm like, I had no idea he hated Ronnie James Dio that fucking much.
Oh yeah. They had beef for the longest fucking time, dude. And yeah, Dio did invent the devil horns, which is fucking insane to think about. But yeah, I would have thought that Ozzy would have buried that, considering that fucking Dio died of fucking stomach cancer in like 2003 or some shit. But you know, old grudges and all that.
Yeah, they had a little bit on Ozzy's new documentary on Paramount Plus. About him. Sharon says, well, lately he's just been sitting on the couch, finally listening to the Ronnie stuff with Dio, feeling bad because he goes, it's actually quite good. So basically, he waited till he's basically on his deathbed to finally, all right, let me check out what the band sounded like without me in it.
And they're just like, God damn, this isn't half bad.
Shouldn't have said all those bad things about Dio. Oh, well, that cocksucker's dead, he goes.
Well, he's dead. It's too late now.
Oh, God. Yeah, you forget, no matter how rich, no matter how famous you are, people still piss you the fuck off.
Oh, yeah. That'll never change.
Much like a certain individual did to another certain individual last evening.
Oh, yeah. That was... Like, I reached, like I said, like a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon where, like, the top of my head was, like, boiling like a kettle. It was like,
you were clapping.
I wasn't clapping. I was slapping, like, the back of my hand against the palm of my other hand.
So you never know what's going to happen next Monday when the idiot comes back.
Yes, we'll be back with Dead Space. And yeah, especially after all that shit, I really have no idea what's going to happen next.
Well, I'm calling it. I am too stoned to even see anything anymore.
Oh God, no. Please, you just focus. I need you to focus for like another 2 minutes to just find the song, please. You can do this.
We are good to go. I am well prepared tonight.
Just think of Yoda. Just believe in the Force.
Yeah, see, I keep saying I'm going to juice this up, but I haven't yet. Next week, a special spooky outro.
Ooh, spooky outro.
Yeah, it's gonna get spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Pumpkin pies and new allies. Thanksgiving comes again. All right, even my phone's going, dude, we're out of juice. All right. Okay, so check us out over for your music needs, your party needs. Marco V193 will get you set up for your Halloween party this year with the special Halloween mix. He'll send you over a very special playlist for you and all your friends to throw the greatest Halloween parties ever. Or check out MHH Johnny's Picks on Spotify and YouTube. But you can see up there on the big screen right there, Marco V. Send him a goddamn anything. This poor man takes care of the special needs guy 2 times a week.
I keep him entertained so you don't have to.
We also want to thank the great Pause Reality. Have a good night, he says. And I say, Pause Reality, you have a good night also. What is wrong with me? Oh.
You have a good night. Well, it's morning for him, so yeah, hopefully you have a good morning, my friend. We'll catch you next week. For sure. And Monday's going to be a treat. Not a trick or treat, but it'll be a treat.
Yes, and I will have all the treats. Oh, we're going to give away those gift cards tonight. Maybe next time.
Yeah. We'll make a note for next time.
Got some Subway gift cards to give away.
Who doesn't want a spooky sub?
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know why anybody would send me that for my birthday. It's like, is that a joke? A grateful prick.
You literally couldn't have just sent me the cash.
One last quick entry here. Pause says, next show, could you look up Elf Wife Bat to inform viewers what China made? Huh? All right.
Wait.
Like, yeah, we know China's trying to kill us.
Well, I think we're too stoned to understand what that is. Either there's a typo in there somewhere, or we're too stoned.
Elf Wife Bot version 1. I'll look it up.
Is that a sex bot? Is that a thing?
Maybe. I'd like one. I'll take one. Why not?
Is there a sex bot that looks like Edie?
Oh, yeah. Now you're talking. All right. Now we know I'm too. Now I'm turning into creepy Uncle Greggy again. Or Uncle Joe or whatever we came up with earlier. All right. See, I had it all ready to go, and then I had to... All right. Here we go. Anything else before we leave tonight?
Well, like you said, Marco V193 on Twitch, on the Spotify, and also Marco V with 2 E's 193 on X, and also at Marijuana Happy on X, so that you can message us and tell us what you would like us to talk about on the show, or if you want to talk about something on the show, send us a message. We'll be more than happy to have you on to talk about whatever it is. And also at marijuanahappyhour@gmail.com if you have any material that you would like to send. And Johnny, don't go anywhere just yet after the show is over, because I will send you some material to get you prepared for Dead Space next week, 10 p.m. Do not miss it.
Nope, I'm gonna get some good stuff to listen to it, because I want to hear all the stuff.
Oh, you'll hear all of the stuff. You will.
All right. Well, if I'm gonna wear a diaper, just in case.
If you don't end up pissing yourself at some point, I will be surprised.
Yeah, I might just do it just for fun. Anyways, all right.
we gotta have some content to top that.
News, a rare dime.
Hey, look, I found it.
Decades sells for over $500,000. An extraordinary rare dime.
All right, brother. Thank you once again.
Remained a mystery since the late 1970s.
Thank you, man. This is always a pleasure.
And who needs dimes when you got fucking?
And even though I was so unbelievably fucking livid yesterday, thank you again for taking a chance on Mass Effect. And
subscribe.
It was a blast. I don't know what else to say. Thank you.
Oh yeah, well, thanks for leaving the greatest sound drop now for the rest of our shows. All right, pause, and also Mr. 420. Thank you, brother.
Yes, thank you. Always a pleasure to see you pop in.
That's the real dimes you need, right? You don't need
Fuck yeah.
Roosevelt. You need that
You need that Abraham Lincoln Kush, dog. You need to smoke the Gettysburg Address and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You need to send this to Great Babe and say, like, I got 5 strains for you right here.
This is the greatest thing ever.
I know. I never get tired of it. It makes me smile every time.
Abraham Lincoln Kush.
Abraham Lincoln.
Subscribe to That's So Funny.
You need that Underground Railroad shit. You know what I'm saying? You smoke
Every
that.
time.
You fucking.
Every time.
Yeah, that's what you.
All right, man. Peace out.
Whatever, man. Later, bro.
A rare diamond hidden for decades sells for over